So I'm standing here with Anders Månsson, Chief Business Officer of RhoVac. Anders, you're relatively new to RhoVac. Can you tell us about your role in the company?
Yes, I was recruited in May to become the Chief Business Officer and Deputy CEO, which is a very long and fancy title, basically to say that my responsibility will be to lead the company to a successful exit down the road.
Which experience do you take with you to RhoVac?
I've worked in the pharmaceutical industry basically all my life since I left university. I've worked mostly for multinational companies. My latest role in a multinational company was actually to head up global business development, which is the department that deals with acquisitions and licensing deals. And in that capacity, I've made several billion krona deals in the past. I've also worked for Ferring Pharmaceutical for a great many years, where I've had the pleasure of working also in the prostate cancer area, so I know that area quite well. And recently I've had numerous board positions in Swedish biotech, and also I've been the CEO of a stem cell company recently. That has taught me what it's like to work in a small company with an entrepreneurial agenda. So I think I have a relevant set of experiences.
Talking about business development and business development activities, can you tell us about the strategy there going forward? And is that something that will intensify now that you're here?
Yes, it will certainly intensify now. Now we've made the decision to go for the phase 2B trial ourselves, which I think will change the discussions that we will have with big pharma companies. Essentially, prior to having made the decision of embarking on the phase 2B trial ourselves, they had to take into consideration what the probability of success was going to be in their minds. But having changed this proposition, now they will have to make an assessment of what they think the asset is worth once we have completed the phase 2B successfully. And I think since the nature of our asset is that it can be used across a number of cancer indications, and prostate cancer being one of the biggest cancer is where we will have the most significant, statistically significant data. I think that will have a high value, provided it works properly, of course.
You have now got your approval from the Danish MPA to start your phase 2B study. Can you tell us about the study?
Yes, it will be a relatively large phase 2B study. It will include more than 150 patients. So our aim is to get statistically significant results of the efficacy of our asset. It will be a multi-center study, of course. It will be some 6 countries in Europe, if I remember correctly, and possibly a few centers in the US too. And the situation that is studied is that after surgery or radiation to the primary tumor of the prostate, RV001 will be used as a measure to try to prevent disease reoccurrence, to prevent the cancer from coming back. So that is what will be studied.
What would you say is the biggest difference between your candidate and other candidates in the same field in the development?
Yeah, immune oncology is of course an area that has been studied a lot in recent years and that has had a lot of success. Even so, a lot of cancer indications are still left with quite moderate results in terms of efficacy. And that I think is mainly because it is difficult for the immune system to deal with a large cancer burden. And solid tumors have many ways of trying to escape the immune system and preventing it from attacking the tumor. What we're doing with RV001 is that we're coming in at a stage where the primary tumor is already dealt with surgery-wise or radiation-wise, and the job of our drug candidate is to prevent metastases from forming. So we're dealing with isolated cells or isolated groups of cells that don't have the same capacity in terms of evading the immune system defense.
Thank you, Anders. Thank you.
Thank you.